EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, and TPC Sawgrass, live opening round coverage of the Sawgrass Invitational. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. We've currently got a tie at the top at 5 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form coming into this one fresh off a victory a week ago. Round one here at the Sawgrass Invitational. And this course, TPC Sawgrass, always one of our favorite places to watch and call a tournament. And for the players, Frank, as we near the final third of the season, these are the types of events that start to carry a little more weight in terms of those all-important FedEx Cup points.
Player of the Year is going to be up for grab too, Rich. So, I know we need to sort of strike it hot during those major championships too, but if you can finish strong this last third of the year, I mean, what a year this could be. I mean, you could win the whole cat and caboodle.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green.
Yeah, it's only the first hole, and the touch, as we can see, is sadly lacking.
This going to be equally as tough. Another try to get this up and out. Okay, not a bad recovery from out of the sand, and a chance, maybe, to limit the damage to one drop shot. Okay, good putt there, but it is a bogey here at 1, and she's going to fall here to +1. Second hole here at Sawgrass, 532-yard par 5. Frank, considered one of the easier holes on the golf course, is that right?
Yeah, you don't have to hit it miles down there. Anything that turns a little to the player's left certainly helps. There are some trees down the left side. Just want to avoid those.
And that's going to play just fine. So after the early bogey, the response is a solid tee shot here at the second.
The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. It can be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot, but really, it's going to be about the third shot today. How close can you hit it?
A birdie try on the second green, and with that, we welcome four-time winner on the PGA Tour, Nota Begay.
Ever so slightly right to left. I'm not sure you can give the hole away here.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. So we started with a par 4, then a par 5, and now the 177-yard par 3 third hole. Plenty of hazards here, Frank.
Yeah, you really break this green up into 3 portions. Front left, front right, and that back, just on top of the ridge.
Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green. Going to have to take pretty much a full swing at this one with the putter because this one is into the hill and the hole is cut back. Sensational. What a putt there from a long way out. That somehow goes down for a birdie. This is really a fun hole here at TPC Sawgrass. A lot of excitement, a lot of action. A short par 4. The fourth is only 384 yards. The trouble here on that second shot, you can see the water in front. If you're not accurate, you misjudge the distance, you can pay a stiff price. Good smart play right here. If you're not positive you can clear it, you can't take on that water, and this will be just a short wedge in from there. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
That's a bit of a head turner, really. That was a green light situation from that distance, and well, far from the best shot I've seen today.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, and there is a big break here from right to left, and we're going back up the slope, but just ever so slightly, so you have to prioritise that line.
Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And she'll stay 1 under for the tournament. Fifth hole here at TPC Sawgrass. Long par 4. What's the challenge, Frank?
Depending, really, if you're long or short hitter. The long hitters have the luxury of taking it over the corner of the bunker down the right. Shorter hitters really play at that bunker down the left, 320 run out.
We've already seen some narrow landing areas in these first few holes. Number 5, no different, and that is really a good tee shot there. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
Ball was always heading a little bit right, but inside 10 feet, there's nothing wrong with that on this hole.
Here we go, 7-footer for birdie. Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. Frank, what do you think of the 6th? Pretty short par 4.
It is, but you come out of that sort of corridor and fairway opens up and then it narrows up, bunkers to be around. Very, very few people hit driver here.
It's going to be up the left-hand side.
That got a fortunate bounce. It'll be just fine.
Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of these palm trees that are short. Many a shot's caught those trees coming into this green. A little short, little left, but inside 10 feet, so even I can't really criticize that.
A great opportunity here for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. Seventh hole here at Sawgrass. Frank, a bit uncomfortable off the tee.
It is. It reminds me a little bit of the opening hole, much longer version, where when you stand on the tee and look at the green, it's a straightaway hole. But that fairway goes to the left and it comes back to the right. But they're all optical illusions.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. Now the approach to the 7th. Frank, what do you need to be mindful of here?
It's rather narrow in the front of this green, and then there's some mounds both right and left. Be very aware of those mounds. They can actually help you out.
And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. 12 feet still to go. Oh, no problems at all. The pace perfect. It is in for birdie. Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's famed stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface.
Here comes the second now from right of the green. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and she'll remain at 4 under par. Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options here. Just play it away, sort of 3-wood it down there, then go to the right and sort of wedge it on the green. But it's very tempting, especially in the right wind conditions. And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
Well, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Digging in now. This, a short little bunker shot. Boy, that needed to hit the flagstick. It nearly went in the hole, but instead, it runs out quite a ways. 13 feet away. Oh, that one led perfectly. It is a birdie here at the 9th, and that will be a 31 on the front side, 5 under par. Frank, now on to the 10th at Sawgrass.
A fairly straight par 4, but that's not the way to play it. You really want to go to the right, well away from the fairway bunker that runs all the way down the left side. That turns it into a little bit of a dogleg left. Then you're going to come across that front bunker into a green that, well, is anything other than flat.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. This Noda, her second from the fairway.
A 110 to the hole. Coming off a birdie on the previous, looking for 2 in a row.
Oh, this could be good.
Oh, just needed that little bit more. I know it's 10 feet, but come on, I want it a little bit closer.
6 feet now for birdie. Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. Now to the 11th, par 5.
Good tee shot, and then you certainly think about hitting a hybrid or a lofted fairway wood into this green that's really narrow, one of the narrowest on the golf course. There's a little pot bunker left of this green when you go for 2 that often swallows up that second shot if it's a little bit too conservative. But there's a lake there. Seen more than one ball splash in the pond over the years.
So simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Okay, that's acceptable there. A good 20-footer here. Nearly had it. Just going to wander a foot or so by. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And she's going to stay at 6 under par. Here now the 12th hole at the TPC Sawgrass. It's a 358-yard par 4, so short on the card, Frank, but obviously a challenge. What's the key here?
Once again, trying to find that right position on the fairway, and that's down the right side. Anything down the left, that mound is going to block your view.
Oh, this looks really good. What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4, in 1. Yeah, that's really well done. From that distance, you'll take it every time. Nothing to it. It's a birdie here at 12. Well, on this back 9 here at TPC Sawgrass, you know that the 17th as a par 3 gets all the attention. But don't forget about this 181-yard 13th. Really a beautiful little hole and plenty of trouble as well. Chance now for another birdie.
And this certainly would be a bonus if it goes in. You just need to make sure you get it there and give yourself a chance. Never up, never in.
That one just going to sneak on by. Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and she'll remain at 7 under. Frank, the 14th hole. A lot has happened here over the years.
I think it's the litmus test on the back 9. That's where things really start to heat up. It looks like a straightforward tee shot, but often the eyes wander to that water down the left side, and of course, if you think about that, you invariably fire the ball towards the right, where those hillocks and thick rough is, and virtually no chance of reaching the par 4 and 2. Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder, how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short. The strike was fine on the pitch shot. Ball first, then turf. Just wasn't really hit hard enough.
This one measures out to 15 feet. That's going to scoot a foot or two by. Safely in. It's a bogey here at 14. And with it, she'll fall to 6 under par. Such a good stretch of holes coming off that difficult 14th. Now to the 470-yard par 4 15th. Again, demanding. And this tee shot, you have to be on your game. As simple as that. All right, in the fairway. From the fairway, Nota, her second coming up.
145 yards left. Wind is helping from behind, so you can take a little less club.
I like the looks of this one.
I love it when the balls hit the right distance. Just a little bit to the right, inside 10 feet, but bang on for distance.
This a little under 10 feet for birdie. Ah, yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. Frank, I think one of the things that fans love about this gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, each hole has that sort of hold your breath moment. Certainly 17, we know when that ball's in the air, you're holding your breath. Is it wet or dry? 16, same on that second shot. You're holding your breath wondering, where is it? Right in the water or left with a chance for 3?
That's why you don't want to get too sloppy on that tee shot. A lot of people look at 16 because there's a wide fairway and they think just get it down there. But the extra 10 or 15 yards, there's a little ridge down that left side. If you catch that, the ball will kick good 20 yards further forward. 20 yards is 2 clubs. I'd much rather go into 17 with a 4-iron than a 2-iron.
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
A straightforward look here for birdie. This round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. Up next, the short par 3 17. It is, as you know, one of the most famous par 3s in the world. Right side of this island green protected by a small bunker. but better to be there than in the water. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Now from short range, a second. Okay, that's probably about what you'd expect from a wedge, so that's in the acceptable range. Yeah, that's good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And this will stay a one-shot lead. Now to the 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4, Frank, and another example of visual intimidation from the designer Pete Dye.
Those wooden bulkheads that go all the way down the left side of 18 give you like an optical illusion, Rich. And there's not a single fairway bunker on the right to give you something specifically to aim at. So you've got to fixate on one of those trees. This is not a hole where you want to be looking at anything other than a specific target.
Boy, she just seems to be on autopilot right about now. That, another good drive off the tee. Frank, really challenging second shot here at the home hole, the 18th.
You have to be decisive going in here. You can see all the trouble in front of you. Water left, that mounding on the right. Neither place really is good to go. So somehow you've got to muster up your best shot. I really like her golf swing, and that's another good shot. She should be happy with that one.
Now this for another birdie.
And if you've ever used a putting mat as a holiday gift, this is the putt. Slightly up a hill and dead straight.
Nope, good effort, but that's going to wander a few feet by. So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. And this is going to be an opening round 64. Sensational. So day one in the books. And what a day it was for our featured golfer, leading by a stroke here on EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the home of the PGA Tour, we're at TPC Sawgrass for live second-round coverage of the Sawgrass Invitational. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. We've currently got a tie at the top of the leaderboard at 8 under par. Included among them is our featured golfer, who will be following intently throughout the round. That one looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round 2. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good, and even money, really, to make birdie.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1, and she'll move to 9 under par. Frank, what do you make of the par 5 second?
Doglegs to the left, so there's a decision to be made here all the time, but a good hooking tee shot. That takes the trees on the left out of play and even the rough on the right. Good tee shot here. I've seen people get home with as little as a 5-iron. Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced the way. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake.
Right around 6 feet here for birdie. Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. And she's into double figures now at 10 under par. Setting up for the third hole here at TPC Sawgrass. Relatively short par 3 at 177 yards.
But you've got to carry that ball at least 4 or 5 yards onto this green, even when it's firm.
A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. Birdie attempt at the third. Nota Begay is down there.
And these are the putts you drill when you're on the putting green before the round. This should have a good chance to go in.
That is well judged. Straight into the cup. It's a birdie here at number 3. And she'll move to 11 under. Frank, how would you describe the bunker all along the right here at number 4?
Well, it looks like it never stops. It covers really the entire length of that tee shot down the right side.
And she's starting this one a little to the left.
That's a fairly decent break. Ball managing to finish up in the first cut as opposed to the rough. The only thing really to worry about now is whether the ball spins or not.
All right, that's a board, but a lot of green between ball and hole. Pretty big left to righter here for birdie. Needed that to turn a little more, but it hung out wide. Okay, that one finished off for a par. And this will remain a 3-shot lead. Fifth hole, good par 4, isn't it, Frank?
If ever a hole was built for Lee Trevino, who used to love to cut it, this would be the hole. It just looks and screams for a shot that's hit left to right. And that's the only way really to avoid bunkers left and long, and that one that's all the way down the right side.
We've already seen some narrow landing areas on these first few holes. Number 5, no different, and that is really a good tee shot there. Now the second shot here at the 5th. What's the best play here, Frank?
If the flag's back right, there's nothing wrong with being in the middle of the green. Actually, nothing wrong with being in the middle of the green no matter where the flag is. Well, she should be happy with that shot. Good chance for birdie, inside 20 feet.
Birdie putt coming up, down to Noda.
And this is one where you just got to keep the hand steady and the wrist quiet, making sure you get it started on line.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And she'll move to 12 under par. On now to the 6th, the hole that Pete Dye called the most beautiful hole at TPC Sawgrass. It's a par 4 at 393 yards. The water is self-evident left, framed by a long bunker that shapes the left side of the fairway. Up near the green, precision's important as there are no fewer than 7 bunkers of various sizes waiting to swallow up errant approach shots.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
And that'll do just fine. It's about a 60% make percentage from here. This for birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. And she'll get it to 13 under. Frank, the 7th hole here at the TPC Sawgrass. Vintage Pete Dye, isn't it?
It is. Anything other than straight. Confuses the player off the tee. But there's 3 pot bunkers down the right side. Just inside that last little pot bunker on the left of that. It's actually a pretty good line.
And that will do just fine. Wasn't right down the middle, but it wasn't bad at all. Coming at this second shot from the right side of the fairway.
Well, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line.
Well, there's a good strike in there. Just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. It's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Chance now for another birdie. Now, that one's going to go begging. It misses right. Frustration there. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Up next, the 237-yard 8. It's the longest par 3 at TPC Sawgrass with a wide variety of challenges, including a deep, narrow, and sloping green protected by grass bunkers. Par is the goal here on this very demanding hole. Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up. So this one downhill all the way. This will be a tough one to judge. this from 7 feet. Yeah, good concentration there to save her par. And she's going to stay at 13 under. Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 ninth?
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2. But you can make an absolute mess here at 9.
She's got this one started up the right side. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5.
Two solid shots, gets close to this par 5 green in 2. I know the ball's in the rough, but it's not too bad. With a good short game, perhaps birdie.
Now this for another birdie. Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that will make this an even 30 for the front side, going out in 6 under par. We start the inward 9 with a 424-yard par 4 dogleg left with trees on the right and a large bunker down the left. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
Another example of her excellent balance and timing, and that's a good shot.
Iona's down there. She's had a good look. This for birdie.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. So that's in for par to start this backside. And she'll remain at minus 14. Now the time to be aggressive. Par 5, 558-yard, 11th hole, Frank. What's the key here?
See it high and let it fly. This is the big chance here. This is one of the widest fairways on the golf course. This is where you chance it all.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Got it there, but not quite on target. You bet, a birdie here at the 11th. And she'll move to 15 under for the tournament. Up now, hole number 12. It's a short one, 358-yard, par 4.
This can catch you off guard. If you just try and hit the ball on the fairway, if you're on the middle of the fairway, the left side, you will have a blind second shot. So ideally, hit it down that right side of the fairway if you want to see the flag.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
Really, it's a waste after that tee shot. Just very average approach.
Chance now for another birdie.
And this is a putt players love to see, uphill, slightly right to left.
Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And she's going to hold tight at 15 under. Hole number 13 here at Sawgrass. Tricky 181-yard par 3.
You don't have to hit directly at this flag. When that flag's at the back there, you can use the contours. When it's on the left, once again, you can use the ridge in the middle of the green. Matter of fact, one of the hardest hole locations is when it's in the front right, because that's when you have to be perfect.
Okay, safely aboard. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And she'll get it to 16 under par. All right, Frank, this one gets everybody's attention. 14th, 481 yards, par 4.
Yeah, it's not just the length of this hole. Water down the left, mounds to the right. This is it. You've got to buckle up here. Tee it up. This has to be your best swing.
This one working up the right side.
Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
I really like her golf swing, and that's another good shot. She should be happy with that one.
Here we go. This one for birdie. Another rolled in there. Birdie's now at 13 and 14. And she'll move now to 17 under. Now to the 15th, and Frank, I know this is a hole that you really like.
Yeah, it gets no respect in my book, which I think is a shame. Just a nice dogleg to the right. And really two good shots and a 3 here, which is actually a rarity. It sets you up for those closing 3 holes. Too often people just take 15 lightly. And 15 has just a gentle nibble that turns into a bite.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
125 is the number, just a flick. The pin up front in the right-hand corner of the green.
another example of her excellent balance and timing, and that's a good shot.
And now a putt from 24 feet away. No. Okay, a solid par here at the 15. And that'll keep her at 17 under. We begin the final stretch here at TPC Sawgrass with the reachable 523-yard par 5 16. More water, more bunkers, more trees, and a narrow approach. Just some of the challenges here. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Nothing has gone wrong all day. Now this for an eagle. Oh yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. We are finally here at the famed island hole at TPC Sawgrass. 137 yards, par 3, the 17th hole. Club selection critical, and nerves of steel are required. Yep, you got to consider any shot on the green to be a good one here at 17, right? Now this for another birdie.
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of break in this overall. Distance very important. It might be one of those putts. Hit it firm, you take the break out altogether.
Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And she'll remain at -19. Now to the 462-yard par 4 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. And very simply, this is one of the hardest and most visually intimidating tee shots in the game. That's why you see a lot of players bail out to the right. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Frank, you found dry land, that's the good news, but now you have this second shot, which is very daunting.
Yeah, once again, you're looking at water on the left side, so the tendency is to miss it on the right. But that's a very, very difficult up and down. This is another second shot, you just got to brave it.
Just going to sneak on by. Yeah, good roll right there. That makes the decision to chip or putt a little easier when you've got confidence in the flat stick. Okay, so she'll finish that off for her par here at 18. And that is going to be a second round score of 61. Pretty incredible. So another look at the leaderboard, and you'll almost do a double take, Frank. Our featured golfer, EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the home of the players, TPC Sawgrass, live third-round coverage of the Sawgrass Invitational. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. She's got a commanding lead on the rest of the field as she has been sensational so far. Yeah, not a bad swing, but placement's going to be the key here at Sawgrass, and that one ends up in the bunker. Tough spot for a second shot of the round from the sand at 1.
Really, that's the waste of a big tee shot. Driven it down in the bunker. It's fairly straightforward, and that's a waste.
A birdie putt, and we check in for the first time today with a man who's won 4 tournaments on the PGA Tour, Nota Begay.
Tough to see any break in this, maybe slightly to the right, heading back up the hill, so gotta keep up the speed.
Safely in. It's a par here at first, and her score is going to stay right where it is. 532-yard par 5 second here at TPC Sawgrass. Not long as par 5s go, but there is trouble. That is classic Pete Dye. Still, if you play this the right way, you can get out of here with an eagle 3. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
A 6-footer now for birdie. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second, and she'll move to an even 20 under par. Next up, the 177-yard par 3 third, the easiest par 3 at TPC Sawgrass. 2-tiered green sloping from back to front, and it is protected by a bunker in front and grass bunkers to the right. Birdie, definitely in the cards here if you hit a good shot off the tee. That ball's going to wind up into that boomerang-shaped bunker in the back left area surrounding this third green. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand, and that race is right on by. Yeah, no mistaking that one. That is a good par here at the third. And she's going to stay at 20 under. We now go to the short par 4 fourth, measuring only 384 yards. Long iron or fairway wood off the tee will give you a short to mid-iron into the two-tiered green. Good smart play right here. If you're not positive you can clear it, you can't take on that water, and this will leave just a short wedge in from there. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. This is an 11-foot putt. Oh, yeah, that one on line all the way. It's in for a birdie. And she'll move it to 21 under for the tournament. Well, all the pros will tell you the fifth here at TPC Sawgrass is all you want. Challenging at 471 yards. It's the longest par 4 on the golf course. We've already seen some narrow landing areas on these first few holes. Number 5, no different, and that is really a good tee shot there. This Nota, her second from the fairway.
117 to the hole, coming off a birdie at the previous hole, looking to go back-to-back.
Oh man, it looked good initially, but rolled off the green and back into the fairway. That stings. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5. And she'll hold tight at 21 under par. Hole number 6, 393-yard, par 4. What's in store for us here, Frank?
Another one really where you're just trying to poke it down there. When you stand on that back tee, there's an overhanging limb that you just get an eye of. So if you try and hit that ball a little too low, that's going to encourage a miss hit.
Nothing to fault there. Safely in the fairway. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Oh, yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And she'll get it to 22 under par. We now arrive at the 451-yard par 4-7. Slight dogleg right with a seemingly endless fairway bunker and lateral water hazard running almost the entire length of the left side of the hole. And that one not quite able to hang on. It's into the bunker. So now she's looking at a tough second here out of the sand.
Not the best shot we've seen today, but when you consider that was set out of the fairway bunker, it certainly gets a pass grade.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And this is a putt that's probably a little slower than most people realise. Slightly up an incline with a little bit of movement to the left.
Look at that, put on the brakes. That's pretty well judged from there. That one finished off. It's in for par. And she'll remain at 22 under. Well, this par 3 will get your attention, no question about it. 237 yards. It's the longest par 3 here at TPC Sawgrass. And very simply, it requires a solid strike with a middle to long iron, maybe even a fairway wood. This is a hard hole. This will be a 14-foot putt here. Yes, a perfect read there. That is in to save par. And her score's going to stay right where it is. Right now at the ninth, this really is one of my favorite par 5s in the entire sport.
And I certainly enjoy watching people play it today, Rich. It used to be unreachable, but the longer hitters now, we're starting to see them go for this par 5 regularly in 2. And the reason why, they start to hit the drive more down the right now than what they used to. People used to try and go down the left side. The right side, it hugs the water, but you get a better view of the second shot.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly. Oh, huge mistake. That's motored on by it.
Now this for birdie.
Yeah, and it would be easy to leave this one short because we're going back up that hill with just the slightest bit of movement from left to right.
That's going to wander off to the right and leave maybe 2-3 feet coming back. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And that's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. Similar to the first hole, the 10th is a relatively short par 4, 424 yards, but it requires accuracy and some strategy. You have to put your ball in the right place. That dog leg left, you have trees on the right, and don't forget about that big bunker on the left-hand side. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
A little further right, a little further up. That would have been close.
14 feet to the hole. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, she'll finish that one off for her par. Her score is going to stay right where it is. Par 5 11th is 558 yards. Again, this is an opportunity if you want to take on the risk, and it is considerable. This is a chance to jumpstart the round, make an eagle, get a little momentum. But you have to be willing to potentially pay a price if it doesn't work out. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And she'll move to 23 under par. Now to the short par 4-12. It was redesigned for the 2017 players. Certainly you can drive it, but there is some risk involved. And that's the way it should be for a par 4 this short. That water on the left is right up against the green. So players have to make a decision here. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Should make this about 80% of the time. It's for birdie. Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. Her score will move to 24 under par. Frank, so much focus on the back 9 here at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass on the 17th hole with the island green. I think 13 gets lost sometimes, but the pros know this is a really good hole.
Oh, it can be disastrous too. That's, I think, what you're referring to, Rich. There's a big ridge in the middle of the screen that bisects the top side with the bottom side on the left. So even when the flag's on the left, you don't have to go directly at it, because that normally causes the problem with the wooden bulkheads down the left side and obviously the water left of that. So something on the ridge can often run down towards the left. But we have seen the odd hole-in-one here over the years.
The run here, that a third consecutive birdie, and she'll move to 25 under now. Next up, the treacherous 481-yard par 4 14. Narrow fairway bunker, a lateral water hazard running along the left side, and large, deep grass bunkers down the right. Accuracy is paramount here if you're going to get out of here with a par. Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. From the fairway, Nota, her second coming up.
She's left herself with 144 yards to the hole, pin sitting on the left half of the green.
I really like her golf swing, and that's another good shot. She should be happy with that one.
Not an easy one, 20 feet away. Maybe gave that one a little too much credit, and it missed on the high side. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. If you're just joining us, we're at the 15th hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 449-yard par 4. Frank, what's in store here?
One of the prettiest tee shots on the golf course, Rich. Once again, you're coming out of a chute of trees, big bunker down the right side. Really, you want to hug that right side, though. It gives you a better entry into this green. Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though. Another example of her excellent balance and timing, and that's a good shot.
This would be a big bonus if it went in, more than likely just trying to get this one close. Settle. Yeah, that's really good from that distance. Okay, that one in for par. And she's going to stay at minus 25. Now to the par 5 16, 523 yards. And the key here, besides the obvious, good drive, solid second shot, is to not look too far ahead. But that's easier said than done, because as you get to that second shot, you can plainly see what's ahead, and that is the famous par 3 17th and the water to the right. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Well within range from here, a second now to the par 5. That one had to feel good.
It struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, yeah. That's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an eagle 3. Superb. Frank, how early in the round are you thinking about the shot at 17?
Well, when you're playing well, you're pushing it ahead. Maybe you don't think about it till 14 or 15. If you're struggling, you might be thinking it early as the 5th or the 6th hole. But put it this way, when you make the walk from 16 to 17, you are thinking of it every inch of the way.
Okay, good safe shot. Got it to check up on that back section. That's going to leave a fast-moving putt coming back down the slope. Chance now for another birdie. Yeah, that's good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And she's going to remain at 27 under. Now to one of the most spectacular finishing holes in golf. 462-yard par 4 18th at TPC Sawgrass. Water guarding the entire left side of the fairway. Mounds and trees lining the right, as picturesque and difficult as they come. Oh, this is started toward that border. Going to need to move right. Boom. Into the lake here at 18. So now she'll take her drop and get set here to play her third. Frank, it's all about focus and positive imagery, isn't it, here on this approach shot at the 18th?
You have to be precise with your target here. You can't be looking left at the water or mounds on the right. Plus, there's all the mounding on the screen. So, in the end, look at the flag, aim at the flag, go there.
Well, she just played a wonderful shot from back there. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. Unfortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done. So a final look at the leaderboard, and this has just been a runaway so far. Our featured golfer, Miles. EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Ponte Beach, Florida and TPC Sawgrass, live final round coverage of the Sawgrass Invitational. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. Our leader is indeed our featured golfer. It has been a textbook performance to this point. And that's a good way to start this final round. It's in the fairway at the first. Frank, you want to get out of the gates quickly, hit the proper approach shot here at the first. What does the player need to look out for?
Well, there's 2 distinct levels to this green. There's that left side and then that collection area to the right side. Flag on the top, it's a very, very difficult shot because that bunker plump comes into play.
Nota Begay the third is down there. This for an opening birdie.
And this very makeable here. I see almost no break.
Oh, how good a read is that? It is a birdie at the opening hole. And she'll move now to 27 under par for the tournament. A nice scoring opportunity here. 532-yard par 5 second hole, Frank. Considered one of the easier holes on the golf course. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you can just cut this in half. 532 yards divided by 2. Really, it's 2 tee shots over 260 yards. For these guys, nothing more than a 3 or a 4 wood. And that's why all you need off the tee is just a 3 wood with a little draw.
Are you disappointed if you don't make 4 here?
Not disappointed, but obviously you lose at least half a shot on the field.
Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5.
The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. You can be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot, but really, it's going to be about the third shot today. How close can you hit it?
Ten-foot putt left. A good opportunity lost there. That finished off for par here at the second. And her score's going to stay right where it is. Now the par 3 third.
Not overly long, but 2 is a rarity here. Difficult green, and you don't see a lot of tee shots actually finish close here for some unknown reason.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. Now, from the apron, second to the par 3. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Frank, how important is positioning off the tee here?
Well, we saw a positional tee shot at 1 and 2. This is another one here at 4.
Frank, how difficult is it to access the hole location if you miss the fairway here at 4?
Well, if you miss it left, I've got to say the lesser of two evils is to be in the bunker on the right. As that ball bounces into the rough, first fairway missed today.
Second shot now from just a foot or two off the fairway. Oh, and she will not be happy with that, as that is into the water. So now, after the drop and the penalty stroke, this is going to be shot number 4 coming up. Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. 21 feet from pay dirt. Nope, that's going to slide by on the high side. Played just a little too much break there. That goes down, but it's a 6 at the par 4. And it's going to wind up a rare drop shot. Up next, the difficult dogleg right, par 4 fifth, the longest par 4 at TPC Sawgrass, measuring 471 yards. Now to the 5th. This long par 4 thought to be one of the most difficult holes on the front side here at the TPC Sawgrass.
If you've got plenty of length in the bag, you can almost take it directly over the bunker on the right. But if you're not as long, you have to air down that left side.
Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway. I like the looks of this one.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good and even money, really, to make birdie.
Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. And that will move her to 26 under par. Frank, what are the players facing here at the 6th 393-yard par 4?
Ideally, you just want to hit that ball about 250 yards. It's going to leave you a shot of sort of 140 yards in. Then the green looks quite big because you're far enough back that those palm trees don't become a problem.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. Okay, not particularly close, but a chance for the putter to do its thing. A look here at birdie.
And this is one you just want to get down to the hole and let it trickle in.
Nope. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And she'll remain at 26 under. Frank, 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right. There's 3 pot bunkers there. And, of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's a canal all the way down the left side that'll get your attention.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Strategically, Frank, how do you like to play this hole?
You've got to be aware of where you don't want to go. That front right bunker is probably the easiest bunker shot on this hole, but there's a little pot bunker on the left. That one there, always difficult to get it up and down. Could have just done with a little bit more for breakfast. Just a little short. Maybe I'm being harsh. It was a good shot.
Trying to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. And she'll get a stroke back. Frank, this is a hole that I really like. The 8th, 237-yard par 3, just a necklace of bunkers surrounding the green. What's the best approach?
You come out through that chute or that hallway of trees there, and this being the longest of the 4 par 3s at TPC Sawgrass, the green actually plays much smaller than what it looks because of that narrow entry.
That's going to be a challenge from there. It's into one of the 7 pot bunkers that circled this 8th green. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Yeah, look how quick that was. Very difficult to get that to stop, even out of the sand. And that race is right on by. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. That one finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. And it's going to wind up being a rare drop shot. We close out the front nine with the 583-yard par 5, one of the most spectacular par 5s in golf. A lake and a bunker on the right and deep woods on the left. Stay out of that. This hole grows narrower as it unfolds. That one may get up close to the right edge, but it looks like it's going to hang on. That'll be just fine. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. Wow, gave the full treatment to that 3-wood and still not home, but still with a good chance to make birdie here at the par 5. Four feet now for birdie. Nothing to it. Well done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. Yeah, that will mean it's a front 9 score of 35, 1 under par. Frank, now on to the 10th at Sawgrass.
A fairly straight par 4, but that's not the way to play it. You really want to go to the right, well away from the fairway bunker that runs all the way down the left side. That turns it into a little bit of a dogleg left. Then you're going to come across that front bunker into a green that, well, is anything other than flat.
And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. And this Nota, her second from the fairway.
Staring at 142 to the hole, pin sitting back right.
Well, it was either too much for breakfast or a little too much club, and that's going to leave a very tough downhill next one.
Okay, well done. A couple of birdies here sandwiched around the turn at 9 and 10. And this is no longer a contest, folks. This one is all over but the shout. Hole number 11, 558-yard, par 5. Frank, players in attack mode here.
Yeah, just try and blitz it down there. There are other bunkers on the left to consider, but really, with that much fairway, this is a green light opportunity. That is an excellent tee shot. Now this par 5 is certainly within reach. Now this par 5 green is well protected. That's two good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Just 5 feet left. Yes, a good roll there. That's in for birdie. And this is turning into an absolute runaway at the top of the leaderboard. Now to the par 4 12th, and it's a pretty short hole, Frank.
Yeah, Pete Dye often doesn't get enough credit for his short par 4s. This is a great example where one of the features of it is the blind second shot, just to give you a little bit of doubt on judging the distance.
Well, not holding back. This is a big swing. This now for birdie at 12.
A great deal of success on the greens thus far, but this one's going to be a challenge.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And this one was over a while ago. This is just a walk in the park now. We now come to the 13th. Penalty area down the left side, protecting this beautiful 181-yard par 3, and two small but deep maintained bunkers guarding a three-tiered green. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And pars are fine at this point with this tournament well in hand. Frank, 14 is so often a pivotal hole here at the TPC Sawgrass.
It is, Rich. And when you see a player hit two shots comfortably on this green, you think, what's all the problems about 14? But when you see someone stray left or stray right, you realize that 14 is a real bear.
Boy, she just seems to be on autopilot right about now. That, another good drive off the tee. Frank, there's a lot to factor in on this approach at the 14th.
You can favor right side of this green and sort of allow the contours of the green just to move that ball to the left.
Oh, this could be good.
Just went a little bit too far and a little bit to the right, but still, anything inside 10 feet is excellent on this hole.
Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Wow, that's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. And that's going to get her to 31 under par. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right, this is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on the screen, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
We're looking at 123 yards to the flag and the pin on the front portion.
Really nothing wrong with that approach shot. Just a little shy of where you'd like to finish up, but still, one good putt, maybe a birdie.
The putter on point late here in the round. Birdies at 14 and 15. And with it, she'll move to 32 under par. Frank, fans watching, they love excitement in the game. 16's an exciting hole, isn't it?
Well, that's where you get it, because you hear the roars. You start to see the big crowds that go all the way around 16, 17, and 18T. You feel where you are in the tournament, too. A movement that starts at 16 can be carried all the way to the clubhouse.
It is one of the more satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5 the second, and you knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at your back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just leave that ball carry and just sail towards the green.
Oh, my goodness, that is not fair at all. What a putt from that distance. That did everything but go in the hole. Well played there. A birdie here at 16. And that's going to take her score to 33 under par. Frank, it's the moment that makes it tough, isn't that right?
Yeah, you've made that walk from 16 green. It's 80 yards to the tee here. So as you walk along and if your eyes venture to the right, you see it all in front of you. You see the crowd behind and you realize this is the shortest par 3 on the golf course. But you also, if you think a little too hard, everything that you've seen over the years flashes through your mind.
And that's what can happen when you land on an upslope like that. This just turns right around and rolls off the green. Yes, smart play from that distance. Just use the putter, make sure you get the line, and this one goes down for a birdie. Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you've played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet.
Yes, step one out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it. After a good tee shot, Iona, this, her second.
Well, she's looking at 127 yards to the flagstick. And the pin, it's in the front portion of the green.
I'm not quite sure that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
This is a 13-footer. Come on, 5 birdies in a row to close things out. And that will make this a final round, 63, a spectacular round of golf. Just a marvelous performance, Frank. Look, I know you love EA Sports, you play all the games. You might win Madden football by double digits, right? It is football. But in golf, double-digit victories, that's rare. That doesn't happen a whole lot.
You're right. It looked like we were playing Madden.